Time now for a full look at weather with our Weather Authority meteorologist, Lisa Montgomery. Lisa, I was down near Greenfield covering that fire earlier today, and I will say it was pretty warm. We saw temperatures in the mid-90s there, but that breeze really keeping things cool, but also not helping firefighters with the growth of that fire.
No, it was the wind, right? Gusting up to about 30 miles per hour and come down. It will settle for tonight, but we still have some breezy conditions out there this hour. But at least the temperatures are coming down. The relative humidity is going up, so things are looking a little bit better as far as that goes. But hopefully they do have it contained now, 1,100 acres. So hopefully things will look better. Good news is we do have some downgrading as far as those heat alerts. It looks like everybody is under a heat advisory for most of the areas except for the coastal locations, coastal communities, and even the nearby valleys. So at least that's come down. We're going to cool off slightly for tomorrow, and then it definitely gets better as we head into Thursday and the weekend. Take a look. This is a live look from Domenico's on the Wharf. We're looking at Monterey Bay, and yes, we're seeing a little bit of fog out there for tonight. So we could have some patchy dense fog in some of the areas here, especially around the coast where we do have that compressed marine layer. So we'll definitely have some low clouds and some fog around, possibly into the valleys. But this is what it looks like now. You can see everything's been downgraded. We're all in that orange colored, and that means a heat advisory, and that is until 11 o'clock tomorrow night. And that's still a moderate heat risk. If you're inland tomorrow, we're still going to have some hot weather, some hot spots there. It's just going to cool down a little bit, slightly, I should say, by a few degrees. And then we'll definitely notice it on Thursday. And by Friday, we're talking about temperatures, could be below average for this time of the year, but we'll definitely be getting back to some normal conditions. So we've got another day of some hot and dry inland conditions, comfy at the coast. And then we'll see those high clouds move in, a little bit of moisture moving in from the south. And yes, that's going to give us a slight chance for maybe an elevated thunderstorm, which means we do have a chance for some dry lightning. So far, everything has been to the east of the area, and hopefully it will stay there as we head into tomorrow afternoon as well. We do have that relief on the way. We're talking about some cooler numbers. You'll definitely notice it this weekend. We'll have more clouds around the coast and temperatures possibly only in the 50s too for those coastal communities. So today, a lot of areas were in the 70s, Monterey 75. So we'll definitely see a big cool down. Right now, you can see we've got some mild temperatures out there. A lot of areas are going to be staying in the 60s. Look at this, even some 80s and 90s this hour, so very uncomfortable there, but we're looking pretty good around the bay and the coast where those temperatures are going to stay in the mid to the upper 50s to 60 degrees inland, 60s and 70s for much of the area. Here's a look at the satellite view. We are still looking good as far as this satellite shows us. Clear skies out there. Monterey reporting clear skies. Salinas clear skies. Look what's happening though. So we're watching this to see if any of this kind of moves in our direction. We did have quite a bit of convection here where we did see a lot of red and yellow. So definitely some thunderstorms there in the higher elevation. So we're going to watch for that for tomorrow. Again, it is a slight chance for us. Current wind gusts looking a little bit better here. Pretty calm along the coast. We'll see that again tomorrow. The breeze will pick up again. It will be another northwest flow day. And then overnight around the bay, you can see here, look at this, 60 degrees. Very mild for some of those areas along the coast. So we have that ridge of high pressure giving us this, second, third heat wave. That's going to continue to break down. It's going to allow for some cooler air to move in from the north, and that's what's going to be cooling us off as we head into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably much of next week too. So we do have a nice cooling trend that will be heading this way. I think we're all ready for that. Here's a look at your forecast then for tonight. Those numbers in the upper 50s to the low 60s for the overnight low. Tomorrow, a little bit better here. You can see we're seeing a lot more 80s than 90s. Certainly some good news as we head into Salinas. We're looking at 77, a lot of 70s here as well. Morgan Hill, you were in the triple digits. Hopefully you'll stay in the 90s for tomorrow. Hollister, 90 degrees. Marina will be a little bit cooler with 67 degrees. You were in the 70s today. So as we head into the peninsula, we'll see sunshine in the afternoon after that morning fog, and temperatures will be warming up nicely. We'll still be a little above average, and then as we head inland, we still see some triple digits in the south. Everybody else, we're looking at more 80s there. The Pinnacle is 106 today, so tomorrow it's going to be another hot one for you as well. Take a look at the cool down though, especially as we head into the weekend with some clouds around too. So we'll definitely see more clouds than sun, I think, around the coast, and then inland, a nice drop in temperatures too. It will feel good.